Good morning, everyone. This is Tim, and I hope you're doing well. This is a beautiful day in Vancouver, and summer is upon us, and as summer comes, so do the allergies, and I've been sneezing and coughing so much, and it's actually affecting my voice, so I hope you can still understand me. And it's kind of nice to get to explore in your own city, and I realize I've been traveling and visiting all the different places for the food adventures, and I haven't actually spent a lot of time exploring Vancouver, so I hope to remedy that. And if you're coming here for a visit, or if you're local, hopefully I can show you some really great places to eat. And I thought we'd kind of venture off the beaten path a little bit here. And lots of joggers here. So I thought we'd venture off the beaten path here and kind of explore places that may not be well known. In fact, what I had in mind was these little neighborhood Chinese restaurants, very unassuming, good value and great food as well. And there's lots of it. And that's why I'm actually here going for a walk in one of my favorite places. This is a seawall in Stanley Park, Vancouver, and it's about a 9 or 10 kilometer loop. And if you want to do the whole seawall, it's about a 28 kilometer ordeal. So I'm just working up an appetite so we can go for lots of food. So really excited about that because my mom and Uncle Danny are joining us, and also two great friends with Tony and Carlos and their respective family. Tony, who I work with for years, and we should actually be speaking in terms of decades. And throughout the years, he's mentored, coached, and guided so many young professionals in their careers, including myself, and really a class act there. And Carlos, a great friend who's a professor at a university who introduces us to new graduates to join our team, and another class act there because he really looks after his students. Not only do we get great talent, but we get students that are quite humble. They rather seek to give recognition than to take recognition, and Carlos always makes it a point to look after those students in particular. So really looking forward to having dinner with them outside the office setting, and Tony and Carlos are kind of like the lobsters to life's buffet. And speaking of lobsters, hopefully we'll have lots of lobsters and seafood and crab. So really grateful for that, and also really grateful to AG1 for sponsoring this video. AG1 is a foundational nutritional supplement that supports a healthy lifestyle, whether it's the day-to-day hectic lifestyle of work and family, or the stresses of travel and these food adventures, and it does get a little bit stressful sometimes. AG1 is my daily nutritional ritual, along with a foundation of good rest, healthy activities, and a healthy diet. And rest assured, I don't eat like I do on the videos on a daily basis. I drink AG1 daily as a supplement to that foundation. And for me, in terms of work and activities, I notice better focus and concentration. And for the travel adventures and the food adventures, it certainly helps promote stress and immunity management. And of course, more energy for the summer activities that are upon us, or any activities or celebrations throughout the year. So for me, every morning, I drink my AG1 on an empty stomach for better absorption. 1 8 to 10 ounce scoop of AG1 into some water, give it a shake, and enjoy. And not only is it good for you, but it tastes good as well. A very pleasant taste, smooth and tropical with just a hint of sweetness, no added sugar nor artificial sweeteners. And it is quite a comprehensive nutritional supplement with 75 vitamin, minerals, and whole food source ingredients, stress adaptogens, pre and probiotics, antioxidants, superfoods, mushrooms, and digestive enzymes for all your food adventures. So give AG1 a try, whether it's to kickstart or improve your healthy lifestyle. And they were kind enough to offer a promotion. Just use the link in the video description below for a free 1-year supply of AG vitamin D3 and K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs on your first purchase of AG1. The vitamin D3, K2 are drops, One drop is 1,000 international units. I usually take 1 or 2 drops in my tea or coffee. And the AG1 travel packs are very convenient to take with you anywhere. And again, the link is in the video description below for a free 1-year supply of AG vitamin D3 and K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs on your first purchase of AG1. So with that, I think I'm gonna enjoy this summer morning with a walk to work up an appetite for dinner. And by the way, whether you're running or jogging or walking or just stretching, I'll leave my Strava contact information so we can motivate each other to move and experience all the great activities and maybe do a marathon or two or maybe a dinner or two. So with that, I think I'm going to be on my way, and I'll leave you with this gorgeous view of Vancouver, and I hope you get a chance to visit.
A beautiful day on the seawall, and as summer approaches, the days are longer, and as evening approaches, it is still sunny. And a little further out from the downtown area, these are the unassuming neighborhood Chinese restaurants. I hope you're hungry. Come on, let's go in.
All right, so already we can see the dishes on the wall, and I think Mom and Uncle Danny are right over there. Oh, okay, it's a little bit difficult to get in, but we're making our way.
And as Uncle Danny has pointed out, peruse the wall for the great deals, lobster sticky rice.
So this is still relatively early, and people are still coming into the restaurant. So it's not very full now, but that will change pretty soon. And it's always nice to see what people are having. I think that is a lobster and fried crab. So I'm just looking discreetly, and Uncle Danny has been curing the menu, and we've ordered up a storm. So we've got a Peking duck menu for 10, lots of dishes, and I see they have a lobster sticky rice, so we'll get that as well. So it might be fun to ask Tony and Julie and Rachel to order some of their favorite dishes, and maybe Carlos and Sylvia to order some of their favorite dishes, and then we'll compare who has the better menu. And I think, actually, I think I see Carlos coming right about now. So a little bit of wine while we wait for the rest of the team.
I try not to get you drunk tonight. Thank you very much.
Cheers. You knew.
Cheers.
All right, and cheers to you while we wait for Tony and Julie. Cheers.
Wow, quite nice. Really fruity.
Oh, that is very good. Uncle Danny, how is it?
Oh, it's really nice and rich. Yes. And good fruity wine.
So we'll take you back when Tony, Julie, and Rachel comes. Again, cheers to you. And lo and behold, I think that's Tony and Julie. So a little bit of wine, and I think Tony and Julie and Rachel are busy perusing the menu, and so is Carlos. So I think we're ready to start dinner. And Rachel, what did you order?
I want to get the dried scallops, the gnocchi mushroom, and the egg tofu dish.
Oh, good choice. And Carlos and Sylvia?
We're gonna have the green bean with spicy mince pork.
All right, so a spicy dish from a spicy couple, and sorry, Carlos and Sylvia, but we'll take you back when the food comes, but the restaurant is filling up. Okay, and we'll take you back. Cheers. Oh, I can't wait to see the food.
And after some contemplation, we have decided on the Peking duck dinner for 10, along with a duck, some soup, some seafood, lots of crabs and dishes for a 10-course meal, and along with a lobster sticky rice, we are in for a feast.
In Chinese traditional, what they do is just tap the glasses. So, no longer the raising up, just like this. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
And in a TikTok minute, I see the food coming, and that looks like a gorgeous duck. Okay, thank you. I think they're taking it back. What a tease! But I think it'll come back shortly, sliced up and delicious. We'll take you back then.
Like I don't know if he was joking, right? But so.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow. So without haste, this is a Peking duck coming. Looks delicious. And Uncle Danny, can you show us how to eat the Peking duck?
Here's a finger. How many slices? A wrapper. Yeah. Peking duck, a little bit scallion, some cucumber, hoisin sauce, and there you go. Voila, that's it. You eat like a taco.
Oh, just about the same thing. Look like a taco.
Yeah.
Thank you, Uncle Danny. And we just have to wait our turn, literally.
Rachel?
So while we're waiting for a turn, it might look like a lot of food, and it is. So even if we have 8 people here, and we ordered the Peking duck for 10, and then the lobster sticky rice, and then the crispy tofu dish from Rachel, and the spicy green beans from Carlos and Sylvia. So, but trust me, even if it was for 10, even if we had 10 people here and we ordered the Peking duck for 10, it's way too much food in itself. So Mom is already prepared. She has the takeout containers ready. So we're all gonna take a bit home. And this is a wonderful thing because you hear about everything going up in price and you hear about shrinkflation. This is quite the opposite. Inflation in the best possible way, where you get massive dishes. And I think it's our turn next. As Uncle Danny says, a wrapper for the base and a juicy piece of Peking duck.
I really like
A little bit of scallions, cucumber, and not it, hoisin. Barbecue. Wrap it up in one hand. To a start of a great Chinese banquet, we would say. Cheers. That is absolutely delicious. A nice thin wrapper and a juicy, fatty, crispy duck skin. A little bit of meat. One dish down, and more food to come, and we'll take it back.
Number 6.
Oh, Carlos, what do you think?
really nice stuff. Really nice stuff.
Isn't it? So I think the Peking dish is one of the first original dishes from the 1200s, 1300s.
Okay.
And so if you're here, definitely go for the Peking duck. Always nice to start off with the authentic imperial dish. And it is going quickly, and we'll take you back for more. So typically Peking duck comes in multiple courses. The first course you saw with the skin, and then the second course is all the nice meat diced up, and here it comes.
Oh, thank you.
That's very nice too.
Oh.
You guys. The second
And Uncle Danny, how do we eat the second course?
second course, take a lettuce, some meat there underneath. It got, I don't know what call them, like deep fry something, rice with something. With some hoisin sauce again, and wrap it just like taco again.
All right, and I think we have to wait our turn again.
Yeah.
So typically the Lazy Susan goes counterclockwise. So next time I'm going to get Carlos to introduce the dish.
Pressure.
All right, so it's our turn now. A piece of lettuce and then some duck, but I see actually our soup has arrived. So that is a fish maul soup. So really grateful that everyone's kind of adventurous, and the fish maul is kind of like the innards of the fish. Very gelatinous and very tasty. And oh my goodness, I think that is the lobster.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow. Oh, everybody been waiting for this.
So Julie, does it look like the picture?
Looks better than the picture.
So this is pretty wonderful because so much food, and I don't even know where to start. And I think Julie and Rachel are right. This looks exactly like the picture, but I think I'm gonna go finish off where I first started. This is the Peking duck, second course. A little bit of diced duck, some hoisin sauce, wrap it up. I'll need to eat this quickly just to catch up. Oh, very refreshing and satisfying as well. Nice crispy lettuce wrap, and inside beautiful duck meat and a luscious sauce. Very nice and very messy, and I think we'll go for the lobster. So it's steamed lobster, and underneath is a bit of sticky rice
That's like the
All right, a little for Mum from the rice with a lobster. And for Uncle Danny, we will have everything together all at once, all right in time, right on time. Okay, and this is looking so good. And although I haven't tasted it, I believe the sticky rice should be on par with the lobster because all that lobster goodness should have soaked into the rice. So that is looking so good. Let's give this a try. And I think we'll start with the sticky rice first.
That's for extra sauce.
Oh,
Little spicy.
that is tasty. And my Uncle Danny was nice enough to get the XO sauce. Not just any regular hot sauce, but a hot sauce full of seafood and spices. And I can't wait to give it a try, but lobster next. So, chock full of meat. Oh, so beautiful lobster. It's deep fried, so it can hold on to the nice sauce. And beautiful meats here. Oh. I could have many more of those, but I think I'm gonna try that beautiful XO sauce right on the sticky rice. Oh, very nice. So we're just gonna enjoy this and we'll take you back when more of the dishes come. So that round went by quickly and very delicious. The fish maw soup, very delicious and tasty. And of course, a little bit of vinegar makes it taste better. And the seafood stir fry, luscious plump shrimp, very good. And I can't wait to see what's next. And I see it coming right now. And this is like the biggest platter of crab I've ever seen. So this is probably one of the favorites. The lobster dish was delicious because you got the lobster on top, soaking in all that wonderful lobster sauces and juice on the sticky rice. And this is similar because they structure this with a foundation of noodles, and on top of which you have that massive crab and the sauce all soaking in. And of course, crab is a little bit of work, but it's well worth it. Uncle Danny?
we keep cleaning off every plate. We're never gonna get this.
All right, some crab, some noodles,
Gotta think about my.
little for Mum, and a little bit of noodles. And now the wait begins. And oh, look at this. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this one. This how like.
Uncle Danny, where is this from?
Well, this is a complimentary from the house.
Oh, wow. So this is pretty interesting. This is a typical appetizer. And Uncle Danny, what is it?
Believe this is a jellyfish. And this honey garlic favorite. And this is the pan fried squid with chili on top.
So really nice of them. And this is really adventurous. So if you're here, just be adventurous. The worst thing is it's probably not to your taste, but that's okay. You can try other things. So we have the fish maw, the jellyfish now, and really appreciative of the restaurant. I think they gave us this appetizer complimentary, but well, typically I never take any freebies or comps. So I think we can make it back or make it back up to them in gratuities. So let's see. I'm gonna give the crab a try because it has come around here, but I think I will do a little bit of the noodles first. And that is looking so good. Carlos, what do you think?
I think wonderful spread. There hasn't been a dish that I haven't disliked, so it's really, really good.
Even the adventurous stuff.
Everything.
All right. So let's go for the crab. This is a lot hard. See, it's a lot harder.
Actually, I'm going to help you.
Oh.
I'm going to help you, okay?
All right. And typically, it's very hard to do with one hand. So really appreciative of Carlos holding the camera. And even with two hands, it's hard. So a crab here. All right. And thank you to Carlos. But I'm taking over the camera now, starting with the noodles first. I'm sure the crab is really good, but it is a substrate that soaks up all the flavor, beautiful noodles. And let's try the crab next. All right. So a bit of white meat, a bit of dark meat. Let's start with the white meat first. A little bit of shell, as typical with fresh seafood. And again, the only way to do this, it was with your hands and be as messy as possible. Let's see.
This mistake dropped off.
So good. And let's get to the leg meat.
The last one,
Crack it open.
I had to have a radio, a satellite communicator that can not get rescued. Wings.
This season is crazy. They're like the cold.
And this is the West Coast crab, the Dungeness crab. Nice and meaty.
Considered it in day 2 because he was out like hunting and drove it.
And we gotta take you back for the appetizer platter. Just a little bit messy.
But messy, but good.
Oh, agreed. And before we even had a chance to try the appetizer plate, more dishes have come.
Whoa, that's a set dinner.
Those have got to be the biggest shiitake mushrooms I've ever seen. And Rachel's dish is actually on its way right now.
Oh, I just saw that. Yeah, no mushrooms. Ooh, the huge marble.
So Rachel, your dish. And I can't wait to give it a try. And before we do, I think they have another dish coming. This is the fish.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
oh wow. And you know it's fresh because you can see them swimming around in the fish tank over there. So nice of them to debone this.
Teaching
They all that you can see or mixed.
the
That's
MBA
great.
and teaching 2 courses on international finance.
Thank you so much. Expertly done. A little bit of sauce. And I think we're ready to go, but where to start? Let's see, maybe we'll start with what is right in front. Yeah, okay. A little bit of calamari right over here. And oh my goodness, so this is another dish. That is the fried rice. So Uncle Danny, it is impressive when a main dish can be considered a side order.
That's right. Yeah.
And there's not enough room on the table, so that goes off to the side.
That's what it's called, side dish.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Which is that?
This is the pork chop.
That's my dish.
Carlos, I think we're in a bit of trouble.
I think we are.
Your dish hasn't come yet.
I can see.
And then there's still more dishes from this.
I'm a little concerned.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. Sylvia, what are we going to do? Rachel, any ideas?
Take a lot of food home today. We're gonna sneak it out.
Oh,
Okay.
so really grateful that Mom has all the takeout containers, but so I think Tony, Carly, you guys are gonna be packing stuff home, and unfortunately, we don't have enough containers as well, so we'll just have to eat as much as we can, which is not a bad problem to have.
No, I don't think it is.
No. All right, let's see. Oh no. Oh, okay.
I am very impressed.
So typically the videos are kind of highly edited, so what you don't see behind the scenes is we're actually getting a little bit discombobulated, as they say, because there's so many dishes to choose from, and it's hard to keep the continuity of the video. So thank you, Carlos, and all everyone else for reminding me where we are. So I think we will continue on with the appetizer.
By now.
Yeah. So this is a jellyfish, a little adventurous, right here, with a spare rib and so many other dishes to try. So I'm gonna start on the appetizer halfway through the meal, and we'll take you back for all the rest. Especially Rachel's dish, and also Carlos and Sylvia's dish when it comes. Just need a little bit more wine. Oh,
Carlos isn't here to see the arrival.
we'll definitely need to take you back. Oh, that was a lot of food, and you might have noticed everyone sitting a little bit further out from the table because there were a bit too many dishes here, and it just kept knocking around the glasses and all the drinks. So it's one of the nicest problems to have when there's too much food. But it was very nice because rice comes at the end of the meal, and this is nice because we are nearing the end. So a little bit of rice, a pork chop, that shiitake mushroom, and some veggies, and of course, Rachel's dish, the fried custard mushroom, and that succulent fish, and of course, the green beans with the spicy minced pork, very delicious. And the dish looks magnificent with the substrate of fried rice. Pork chop done really well, nice and crispy and saucy and fatty and juicy on the inside. And the fish, delicate and succulent, steamed to perfection. And that custard tofu, nice and silky, custardy on the inside, very delicious. And of course, the green beans, very healthy. And I finished my plate here, and that was certainly a lot of food. And this is actually a little bit of a celebration because congratulations to Rachel for graduation. And Uncle Danny has been pouring her a huge, massive glass of wine. She's not driving tonight. So I think we still have quite a bit to go through. And we kind of made a little bit of a dent to it. So we're just going to continue finishing this off, and we'll take you back for dessert. And there's quite a few dishes for dessert, so I'm pretty excited to take you back. And some are more delighted than most.
All of us are delighted.
Oh, and I almost forgot. There is one delicacy here on the table. I wonder who's adventurous? So we got Tony, Rachel, and Carlos. So typically, right in the center, we have the crab dish. And what people don't know, just need to wait until we flip this around, is that in typical Asian restaurants, they serve the shell, or the, I guess what do you call the helmet? The helmet. And underneath, you can see there is a little bit, I think in Western terms, or Latin American terms, they call this the tamale. And this is the inside of the crab. All right, and let's see. Oh, there we go. So we'll give one to Tony.
Thank you.
One to Rachel. So be careful, there might be a little bit of cartilage in here, so bite carefully. And Carlos, so bon appetit.
Wow. That's quite tasty.
Oh, Carlos, what do you think? Tasty.
Very crappy.
Very crap. See, Carl, it's a lot harder to describe. See, a lot of people mentioned you need more descriptive words. Adjectives are tough to come by. So very tasty and crabby.
Very strong flavor.
Ah, very good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
And Rachel?
Oh, really good.
Really good.
Crab.
What do you think, Tony? Oh, again, it's been a bit of a while. We haven't made any dents so far, so again, we'll take you back for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh, it's bound to happen. Okay, so the videos might look pretty quick, but we've actually been here for a couple of hours, almost 3 hours or so. And we certainly did a great job there. Oh no!
Oh no.
So Carlos, dessert is here.
Desserts.
So that's a tapioca pudding.
That looks really good.
And I think the bowls are for it and maybe something else.
It's something else.
I will see.
Okay, I'm
All
very
right.
curious.
Tapioca pudding that's beautiful.
Okay.
I love tapioca.
So that is a baked tapioca pudding with a bit of puff, I guess pineapple-like pastry, only in texture, not in taste, but it looks really good. Oh boy. So this is one of my favorite desserts. You can smell the coconut and the tapioca. And actually, we finished this in record time, but we didn't actually finish all the dishes because we had to pack this up. And Mom had the seafood and the fish and the containers she brought earlier. They weren't nearly enough. So
How much we're taking home.
yeah. So as much as Rachel we have more. So this is a interesting meal, and again, no signs of inflation or anything like that here, or shrinkflation. Sorry, definitely inflation. And Carlos, you and I look like we've inflated a bit.
I
Sorry.
I don't know what to say now.
Yeah. So I think enough of embarrassing Carlos. Let's give this a try. Nice and warm. And a little bit of pastry.
Yeah.
Very good.
More tea.
Not very sweet, and that's a sign of a great Asian dessert. It looks heavy, but very light. Oh, very good. So what a nice end to the meal, and I see some more.
It's like a dessert.
All right, so this is like the second dessert here. This is a traditional Chinese type dessert. A little bit of tapioca and some green beans and red beans in a bit of porridge form. And let's see. All right. And let's give this a try. Oh, so a nice change to the tapioca pudding. Let's give this a try. And that's a typical soupy dessert, Chinese style. Very good, and a very nice end to the meal. And I know this has got to be the end because we just can't eat anymore. So thank you so much for joining. And if you're in Vancouver or wherever you are, do give these neighborhood Chinese restaurants a try. Might be intimidating coming in, but just be adventurous. Try all the different dishes you want. Worst case is you just don't, it's just not to your taste. But really great value, and not only is it great value, but great food as well, and great family and friends. And Tony, Julie, Rachel, thank you so much for joining. And Rachel, great choice on the dish. All right. Well, and again, Sylvia and Carlos, thank you so much for joining as well. And a great healthy dish to you. And from our table to yours, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're eating well. And I hope you're traveling well. So until we see each other again, God bless, and bye-bye for now. And there's still a lot of work to do, and we kind of close the place down after 3 hours. Yeah. Oh, and I almost forgot. So my favorite was definitely the lobster sticky rice. But Mom, Uncle Danny, what was your favorite?
My favorite is the fish.
I would say the soup.
The soup.
Soup nice.
Oh, that was very rich and gelatinous.
Soup, a lot of stuff in it too, but they go really quick.
Oh, and I can't wait to find out. Tony, Julie, Rachel?
I really like the duck. I really like the duck skin and then the duck meat that came after it. That was fantastic.
Yeah, the barbecue duck is like the best I had. It's absolutely amazing. But then I also love the crab and the noodles.
Oh, nice.
And I also have the same favorite of the Peking duck. Started off very strong with that. But I also really liked the tofu and enoki mushroom.
So that became known as Rachel's dish. Sylvia?
My favorite was the lobster sticky rice.
Mine too. Carlos?
You know what? Very hard to decide. Okay, just because all the dishes were fabulous. But if I have to choose, I'm going to choose two, not one. Okay, so I do like the mushroom, gnocchi mushrooms. Okay, so I really like that one.
What's that called?
What is gnocchi mushrooms?
Rachel's dish.
Rachel's dish. Okay. Okay, Rachel's dish, which is aka the gnocchi mushrooms. Okay, and I also like the green beans with pork, spicy. It was really good.
Oh, Carlos.
Carlos's dish, yes. And yeah, but I love the Peking duck. That's three.
So great testimonials. So yeah, give it a try. And again, bye-bye for real this time.